Hi, and welcome back to the Alphaweibchen bonus clips. So we're talking about resilience, and today's quickie is going to be around mental agility and spirituality, which I think kind of belong together because we're looking at it from an intellectual or a cognitive standpoint, as well as from what I consider really the soul that each and every one of us has. And so mental agility, this is about your ability to look at things from multiple different perspectives. And so there's a sense of cognitive flexibility here. It also has to do with problem-solving skills. So what is your ability to evaluate a situation and put analytical thought processes in place to determine the best course of action? And applying those thought processes not only in one direction, but really looking at a situation from multiple different aspects and multiple different perspectives so that you get the best possible explanation for what's going on and can determine based on that the right thing to do in this situation. There's also kind of a sense of taking time to think things through adequately. And so often, especially when we're in a difficult situation, we tend to respond based on instinct. And so this mental agility is knowing when you need to kind of take a little bit more time and evaluate something more thoroughly before you respond and before you take action. And that's going to enable you to take a better action and hopefully get to a much better outcome than you might otherwise get to. So, to sum up this element of it, you can really look at mental agility as kind of good intellectual functioning. And that cognitive flexibility is really important in building resilience because it's going to help you to react better to difficulties when you're faced with them. Equally important is spirituality, and there are lots of different ways to define spirituality. I really, in its biggest form, I see spirituality as a sense of connection. And that might be connection to a religion. A lot of people consider spirituality something to do with religion, but it also can be a strong sense of connection to nature or a strong sense of connection to a purpose that we have in our lives. It can also be the connections to the important relationships in our lives. Ultimately, it really is kind of this sense that there is something bigger than ourselves, that there is more to life than what meets the eye. We practice spirituality, or we can nurture that spirituality by really kind of turning inward and trying to find balance and independence from external factors. And so all that stuff that's going on out around us, by practicing mindfulness, by meditating, we're able to disconnect ourselves from all of the noise and really focus inward on the spirituality and the sense of connection and the purpose. And that can go a long way in pulling us through difficult times. So there you have it. Those are our tips for today. Mental agility, really looking at things from multiple different perspectives and aspects, and spirituality as two key elements of building greater resilience. If you want to know more, stay tuned for the rest of the quickies, and otherwise tune in to episode 11 where you can hear the entire series on resilience and the stories that Nick, our guest, shares about how he's practiced resilience and built it up over time.